All right, get ready for a tech treat because following today's tech update, we're going to be showcasing a standout call for my weekend show. It's called The Kim Komando Show, of course. In this new year, the trend of tanking college enrollment numbers will not only continue, it's actually going to increase. Many up-and-coming tech workers just don't need college, massive debt, or a 4-year degree. I'm Kim Komando for Here.com. If your answer to most questions is, what'd you say? Get a free hearing evaluation right now at Here.com/Kim. College and universities are out of touch. The cost of a 4-year degree is beyond the grasp of most families. And unless you intend to be a doctor, a lawyer, or an advanced research scientist, you simply may not need a degree at all. You certainly don't need $250,000 in debt. Some of the best IT network engineers, designers, and software developers don't need a 4-year degree. But if you really think you do, proceed very carefully. Some jobs are falling by the wayside, especially those that have anything to do with creating and maintaining websites. This year, look for a steady flow of websites shutting down as AI gives us answers right away. And be sure to always stay tech ahead with my free newsletter. You can sign up right now at getkim.com. Hey there, tech lovers and wannabes. Want to stay ahead of the game? You've got to check out my YouTube channel. It's amazing. So many people are loving my new and improved channel. For starters, we've got fresh how-to videos every week, like how to block those super annoying political text messages, let important calls through even in do not disturb mode. And oh boy, watch out for sneaky QR codes that can actually brick your phone. It doesn't stop there. Join me for Kim Komando Today, a fun podcast where we break down the latest tech news and trends. It's like talking tech with a friend, minus all the boring stuff. You'll get the latest tips and tricks to keep you in the know and have a little fun while doing it. Plus, who doesn't love being the tech-savvy one in the crowd? So head to youtube.com/Kim Komando, hit subscribe, and make sure you never miss a new video or podcast. That's youtube.com/Kim Komando. And when you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's youtube.com/Kim Komando with a K, of course. And I'll see you on the video. All right, here's a fantastic call for my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show. That's a highlight reel right inside itself. Matthew in Baltimore, Maryland. Hi there, Matthew.
You know what? Love listening to your show. I think I've got a very good idea, a grasp, I should say, of security and privacy apps for my desktop computer, a little bit lesser amount for my mobile phone, but for my TV, I have absolutely no idea. And it kind of came to an issue recently when I decided that I wanted to get the Weather Channel app for a Samsung TV. It's like $3 a month, not much. So it seemed like a great deal. Mm-hmm. And I'd almost completed the application on the TV screen until I asked for my Visa number and 3-digit security code. There was no option for paying through PayPal. And so basically I just bailed and thought, I'll do this later. But, again, my desktop PC has tons of security and privacy apps, and I can use a VPN if I want to. But the TV, I don't think, has anything loaded on it. And so I tried to navigate over, and thought to myself, how do I do this? So through Firefox on my computer, it'd be easy. Through the mobile phone, I go to the Play Store. What do I do with my TV? I couldn't get it to work. And then finally, I was thinking, I don't know if it's necessary, but then I read that the Weather Channel has been hit twice in big lawsuits over violating privacy laws. They were selling, I guess, customer geolocation to third parties.
Nice.
That happened twice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to wonder how many times they really did it and weren't caught. So I kind of have a big question mark about the TV.
Well, you're right. You know what? It is a concern because the TV's on the internet, right? It is.
Absolutely.
Okay. And so you wouldn't have your computer on the internet without certain precautions. So that's why it's super important that if you want to put your TV on a Wi-Fi network is that you don't put it on your primary network, you put it on a guest network. So the whole idea is that if the TV gets compromised, it's not going to have those traces, those tracks that's going to go, oh, look, here's Matthew's desktop computer. Let's go over here. Because this way the two paths won't cross, right? Mm-hmm. You can also set up a router. You can also set up a VPN on the router. So that this way these connections will be encrypted. But it does bring up a good point because you are transferring a lot of data, a lot of information. Now, the good news is that I think we are pretty darn near close where when you want to buy something on your television that you're going to get a QR code and then you can do facial recognition on most apps. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this way, we're not sitting there typing in all this information on a keyboard, on a TV, which is just so freaking annoying. Number one, okay? It's like, really? Okay. And the on-screen keyboard, don't even get me started on that thing. It's just a nightmare, especially if you need to have an upper and lower case on your password or whatever it is. So the answer to the question is that the answer to this question is that you want to put your Internet of Things devices separate from your primary network, which is your real network, and then you set up a guest network. And so that this way, if one gets compromised, talking about the guest network, somehow they get in, is that they're not going to have access to your personal information, your financial documents, whatever it may be, that's on the primary network. Very good question, Matthew. Thanks for your call today. A standing ovation to you for tuning in. Yay! Now, if you're puzzled by a tech issue, here's your call to action. Head to Komando.com, select Email Kim. I read each and every note like it's the final round in a tech trivia game. And you can amp up your tech know-how by getting my free daily newsletter. It's just waiting for you over at getkim.com.